Most Forex traders lose money, not because of the markets, but because they have already set themselves up for failure before they click buy or sell. You ever wonder why your strategy looks so perfect on paper, but when it comes to live trading, you are getting different results? Well, in today's video, I am going to show you why many traders set themselves up for failure before they even click buy and sell, and how you can fix it. Let's go ahead and get started. Now, I have notes that I am going to actually read to you because I have a lot that I want to explain, and I probably was not going to remember every single one of them. But I think it's really important. As a Forex trader, you treat this like a business because we can get really lost and emotional, and we can definitely lose our way. So the first thing that I want to start off is a lack of a trading plan. Many traders of today do not have a trading plan. And so since you don't follow a trading system, you are just basically gambling. You don't know your entries, your exits. You're just all over the place. And this is the reason why 90% of traders are failing, and it's only increasing because they do not have a trading plan. And a lot of times we get emotional, we get impulsive. So again, in my last video, I talked about self-control. We don't have self-control in these markets. So you need to learn how to practice self-control. You need to write down on paper or go on a computer notes and actually write down what your system is all about. Where's your exits? Where's your entries? What time are you looking to trade? Guys, these things are very important. If you do not follow these things, you will get caught up in the 90% of failure. All right, so the next thing is poor risk management. I cannot stress this so many times, how poor risk management leads everybody to destruction when it comes to trading Forex. A lot of times, many traders are over leveraging. The reason why people are over leveraging is because, number one, they're greedy. Okay, so they want a lot of money, but they're not willing to build their account to it. So you cannot sit here and think that you can just always flip an account. That's not sustainable. Now, what I'm not saying is, I'm not saying that you can't flip an account, and I'm not saying you can't continuously flip an account. But what I'm saying is, having a strategy to constantly flip accounts by just over leveraging is going to put you in trouble. The next one is no stop loss or position sizing. Okay, so I know for a fact that I have people that I know personally who said that they do not trade with a stop loss, just to come to find out that they blown their account because they decided not to trade with a stop loss. Guys, this is highly dangerous. Always have a stop loss to protect your capital. If you want to grow and you do not want to lose in this industry consistently, you must protect your capital. Traders think about how much they make, not how much they could lose. You know, this is very important because I always tell people my secrets to actually growing your account, and that's compounding. There's a lot of traders also in the Forex space who wants to be willing to lose more than they make. It should be the opposite. You need to be willing to lose less so you can make more. I've definitely been in the position where I wanted to make, I necessarily wanted to make more than I was losing less, but the way I was trading, I was actually losing more than I was winning. And for this reason, my stop loss was either too big, along with my position sizing way too big, and I was trying to scalp while having these big gigantic stop loss, knowing that if I got into a consistency of losses, my wins were not going to cover up for those losses. So it's very important that you say, you know what, I am going to risk less so I can make more. Therefore, the more wins I have, the more I can compound. And even if I lose a lot, it's going to take me a while for my losses to override my wins. All right, so we're going to move on to number 3. Okay, I'm telling you, I got some good notes I want to continue to share to you because I care about you and I care about how you trade as a business person. All right, so the wrong mindset. Okay, it's important also to have the right mindset. Your mental game has to be tough in Forex. There's so many times I wanted to give up. There's so many times I just wanted to quit. But I realized if I stick to it, I can definitely take this somewhere. So greed, fear, and revenge trading are the number one of these three killers that will take you out of the game. So we're going to start off with greed because, like I said, we all want money, right? But the more that you want, the more you put yourself in trouble. Let's just say, for example, you was looking for treasure, right? And you found a pot of treasure, but you seen that somebody was behind you and following you, trying to see what kind of treasure you was looking for, right? And if they found the same treasure you was looking for, of course they're going to want a piece of that pie. More than likely, they'll probably attack you over it. So instead of, taking all your precious time to wrap up all this treasure and take it for yourself, sometimes it's best to take pieces by pieces, little by little with you, so that eventually in the end you can have enough for yourself. And that's the issue. A lot of traders want more. Even after a win, you could be trading 2 or 3 times a day and win, and people will still want more, just to find out that later on they'll blow their whole account or they'll lose 4 or 5 trades because they don't know when to stop trading. Okay, so even when you lose, if you lost, take a hit. Again, I make mistakes. Sometimes I'll take a loss and I want to keep trading because I don't like the feeling of losing and I don't like the feeling of waiting for the next day. I totally understand that. Okay, so fear. All right, I understand that you're afraid. You're afraid of missing out on the trade, or you're afraid to get in the trade. When you're afraid to get in the trade, that's also an issue because sometimes this trade is only going to take one trade to change your life. But if you are FOMO'd, right, the fear of missing out on a trade, is also can take one trade to blow your account or to put you way down in the negative. So make sure that your mindset is in the right place to take a trade. All right, and we need to stop revenge trading. Revenge trading is probably one of the issues that I've had in the past where, again, I did not like to lose, and I just kept trading until I seen a win, and I did not see a win for the entire day in one of my examples of trading, and then I realized that my account went from 1,000 to 200 in one day, for example. Okay, so I think it's really important that we do analyze ourselves and we don't overtrade or revenge trade it to make sure that we're protecting our capital. All right. So treating Forex like a get-rich-quick scheme. This is a big one. Okay. You are not here to rush into money. I understand that you see your big gurus, right? I understand that you see your Mamba FXs, your Alice FXG, right? Your Dual Exchange. Shout out to Dual Exchange. It's one of my favorite traders that I followed. He was actually my mentor in this game. I know you see Tory Trades, Ty Illion there. There's a whole bunch of people who are making money. And when you look over there, the grass looked greener on that side. So you want to hurry up and trade and get all this money because you feel like that you got to be right there with them. That's not true. Everybody's journey is different and everybody has a process. Even the people that you see that has a lot of money, it took them some time to get there. Trust and believe. Slow and steady wins the race. If you are fast-paced and everything, I promise you, you're going to run into destruction, okay? There's nothing wrong with challenges, okay? I remember when Alice FXG, he took $100 to $1 million in 3 months, right? Now, is that realistic for everybody to do? No. Should everybody take that route? No. But it doesn't mean that you can't take that challenge and do it sometimes. It's okay to do that. Don't think it's always sustainable though, okay? You have to choose something that's best for you, take it slow, and then when you master it, then you can scale it a little bit higher and start taking a higher risk, okay? So this is not a get-rich scheme, okay? You don't want to think of it like that. You are not trading the market. You are trading your emotions. Just remember that. So the second to last is no back testing or practice. All right. So many people don't back test or practice. They just jump right into the live accounts way too early. And the reason why I say this, guys, is they think that they don't need practice. I know a time where I felt like I didn't need to practice because I knew my game, okay? I knew this strategy. Well, think about it. The more you practice, the better you get. The less you practice, the worse you get. You're either getting better or you getting worse. So think of this game like a sports. If you only want to get stronger, you have to hit the weight room. You have to hit the gym. You have to, go out running. If you want to train your body to get stronger, you have to practice every day with that discipline so it can get stronger. It's the same way with Forex trading. If you're not back testing or you're not practicing, you're only getting weaker, okay? You're not getting better, all right? You need to get stronger by back testing. Now, you don't have to back test till your eyes bleed. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is week after week, you should be doing some type of back testing and looking at, how the market moves in the past and see how you can do the same thing by practicing your exits and entries in the future, which we call forward testing. All right. If you haven't tested your strategy 100 times, you are not ready. Okay. If you have not tested your strategies over and over and over and over and over and over again, then you are not ready. Don't rush this, guys. You got to treat this like it's training camp. You got to treat this like you're trying to go to the NBA. I'm serious, because when you get, if you want, especially for those who want to be a full-time day trader, think about it. You become a full-time day trader, you quit your job. Where's your money coming from? Your money's coming from trading, right? Now you might have different investments and different things you're doing to accumulate that money. But if you want trading to be your only source of income starting out, you're going to have to get on the ball, because nobody's paying the bills but you, and nobody is going to be there to hold your hand either. When you quit your job, because I know a lot of people want to quit their job and do this full time, everything is on you. So you got to make sure that you're prepared mentally, physically, emotionally, in every single way if you really, really, really want this. Okay? So the last thing is lack of routine and the lack of discipline. All right, we can tie those things in together. You have to master discipline, guys. Discipline is the most important thing in this game. If you're not disciplined, you're going to keep breaking your rules, breaking your strategy. No journaling, no reflection, because when you don't journal, you don't see your progress. Okay, sometimes traders don't journal because they've journaled for so long, they know their progress. But I would say keep journaling. Don't ever stop journaling. If you really want to see the results and see how great you're doing, keep journaling, right? I do it a lot, and I think it helps me to stay encouraged how to remain disciplined as well. Inconsistent execution too. If you are executing in the market that you usually do not, that shows you that you're not disciplined. And the reason why, that can probably tie into FOMO. You really want the money so bad that you're willing to actually enter in the market anywhere you want just because it looks good. No, stay with your system. Trust and believe. I've done that, and it only led me to places I did not want to end up being. As we could say in the earlier video, it'll lead you to destruction. It'll lead you in a place where you have to start all over again and lose money and lose money and lose money. The difference between a pro and a gambler is discipline. Okay? The difference between a pro and a gambler is discipline. Disciplined traders are good traders. Not disciplined traders are gamblers. And I promise you there are a difference. And I remember a time where I thought that I can just trade whenever I want to. I thought that I could not follow my trading plan and just make money without doing any of it, without following any trading system. Just to find out, even if I was making little money, that eventually I'll blow my account. And we all know as Forex traders, it don't feel good to blow an account. You want to get somewhere in life? You want to make this money? You want to do this seriously? You better start taking this seriously. You better treat this bad boy not just like your business, But you better treat this like it's a stewardship. Like steward the money that was given to you. Because if you don't steward it right, trust and believe all that money that you worked hard for is gonna go down the drain. I'd rather let you lose and blow your account because you tried and did everything right than for you to blow your account because you were not following your trading system. So what's crazy is I remember coaching a trader, and after coaching him, he actually blew up. Like he literally passed a funded account. He was doing great, and then all of a sudden he lost all his funded accounts. And I believe it's because he was not following his trading system, and he was also distracted. But then he got right. He got focused. He passed his funded accounts. And he just texted me not too long ago that he just received a 5K payout in trading prop firm. So what does that say? I say when you're disciplined, you will get paid. When you're not, you will not get paid. And I'm just going to tell you straight up as I continue to read these notes to you. Let's go ahead and go over exactly what I told you guys. This is a serious video. I really want you guys to know that when I was in the past, when I was placing trades, I already lost because I wasn't following the system. I wanted it so bad I was willing to break all the rules in the world. Is that you? Do you continue to break the rules because you're trying to quicken everything? You want the get rich quick scheme pathway? And that's the reason why you've been trading for 5 or 6 years and you're still not profiting. It makes a lot of sense. You keep doing that exact same thing, and that's the results that you're going to keep getting. So let's go ahead and reframe it. Let's build a solid trading plan. Okay, this is how we fix it. You build a solid trading plan. Build a solid trading plan that you can write down, that you say you're going to follow this system and not break the rules. Okay, practice and demo first. If you are especially a new and beginning trader, you need to practice demo first and get really good at demo trading, and then enter into the live trading account and trade the same way you practice. Some people will say, hey man, you need to you need to trade live funds first so you can know how it feels. I mean, yeah, that's true, but nobody likes losing money, man. And nobody has the time to lose money, especially nowadays. No, listen to me. Get on a demo account like I did. And then when you're ready, when you're doing good, when you're seeing profit, it's all risk free from a demo account. Then clock in, fund your money, get to the bag. That's how I became profitable. And that's the reason why I am in the position where I am today. Master your mindset. Use journaling, affirmations, or like, when I mean affirmations, I don't mean like speak into existence or anything like that. Like, have a positive outlook for yourself. Tell yourself, you know what? Trading is hard. Yes, it's difficult, but I'm going to embrace it. I'm going to do good. And if I lose today, I lose. But if I win today and I win, I do not have any control over the markets, but I do have control over my actions. If I press buy and sell, I have control over that. And whatever happens, I accept it. That's how you need to view trading with your mindset, okay? Now, use proper risk management formula, okay? Come up with a way that you can use proper risk management. How much are you willing to lose, okay? Determine how much you're willing to lose before you enter the trade. And that's the reason why a lot of people are also losing, because they're not willing to determine how much they're willing to lose, okay? So definitely have that set in mind. And I'm telling you, if you become robotic to it, you'll realize, like, wow, I made, for example, if I had $1,000 account, I'm only risking $20 to make $100. Wow, I'm only lost $20. And the next day you won $100. You're still up $80. Okay? Make sense? Yeah, make it make sense. You have to create a routine of being disciplined. Be disciplined, create a routine, do it every single day over and over and over until your account grows so much that you're like, man, I can do whatever I want in trading. Okay? So that is the takeaway to this video, and I have more notes before I end this video. I want you to be reminded that winning in Forex starts before the charts. It's about preparation, mindset, and discipline. It's about preparation, mindset, and discipline. I want you to audit your trading process. I want you to go over and self-evaluate yourself every single week to keep yourself in check as well. You need to fix what happens and watch what happens after, okay? So this is the way that you are going to be profitable as a Forex trader. And I'm telling you guys, if you follow what I say, you may not be a millionaire status. You may not be six-figure status. But maybe this year you'll be in a profitable range status. What's the goal? The goal is to be profitable. Once you're profitable, every single thing comes into fruition, okay? So make sure that you are taking this very, very seriously, all right? So the way I love to operate in this YouTube space is serving people on a day-to-day basis in trading for my followers. I've been away from a while just because I needed time away. I needed to really focus on myself and focus on my vision when it comes to trading and make sure that I am in the right headspace before I am serving anybody else. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. And I hope to see you in the next video. I want to serve you. If there's any way that I can help you, feel free to reach out and I'll definitely be able to help you. All right. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.